short to break the spell, and Scott's hard as well. But he gets the next batter, so 4-0, and the Reds lead sliced to 5.5 games. Elsewhere, the Dodgers 4, Atlanta 3, the Cubs 2-1 over Montreal, San Diego 4, the Astros 3, Pittsburgh 2, Philadelphia 1, and the Mets blank St. Louis 6-0. By the way, expect Joe Torre to be named the next manager of the Redbirds. Now, American League, Detroit getting a bad case of double vision against Boston. The Red Sox banging out an American League record 12 doubles. Wade Boggs collecting 3 of those 2 baggers, as well as 4 runs batted in. The Sox socked the Tigers 13-3, the Boston final. Milwaukee 9, the White Sox 8-11. Minnesota edges Oakland 6-5-10. The Yankees sweep a doubleheader from Cleveland. California crunches Seattle 6-2. Toronto trashes Texas 10-8. And Nashville's John Mitchell pitches Baltimore to a 4-1 triumph at Kansas City. Nashville a tourist trap for the Iowa Cubs. The Sounds thinking sweep at Greer Stadium. Second inning, Denny Gonzalez turns around a Jose Nunez fastball. Home run, 1-0 Nashville. But third inning, Keith Lockhart bangs a base hit to right. The Sounds go up 5-0, fall behind 6-5, but tally 2 in the ninth. Skeeter Barnes knocking in the game winner. Let's go to the board. 7-6, the Nashville final. Bruce Willis stars in Die Hard 2, the movie, and Dale Earnhardt, the leading man in Die Hard 500, the race. The Man in Black started on the pole and finished in victory lane at Talladega. Spring Hill Sterling Marlin starts 8th, but shadows Earnhardt for the lead. Lap 55, Stan Smith skids in the pit area and slams into Tracy Leslie's car. The force of the impact sends Leslie's crew members flying. Miraculously, none of the 4 suffer any serious injuries because Leslie yelled out a warning, all treated and released from the local hospital. Meanwhile, Marlin, bidding for his first Winston Cup win, leads midway through and remains up front for the duration. Elliott with Earnhardt in tow until 31 laps to go, and Dale drafts behind him to conserve fuel, then slingshots ahead. Earnhardt steers it home by 0.25 seconds for his 6th win of the season. Dale closes to within 1 of points leader Mark Martin and also earns an $86,000 bonus for winning from the pole.
Number 3. I seen Bill was leading the race on the board, so I figured I'd just sort of draft along behind him. Taylor said I was going to win the race before the race, so I felt pretty good about it.
So what was the key to the 3rd place finish?
Well, the car drove good all day and had a good motor and had good pit stops. And, thanks Snowco and Oldsmobile and Sell Old wife. Day's anniversary, and tried to win it and come close.
And hopefully his wife Paula got the message anyway. Earnhardt, Elliott, Marlin, and Alan Kowicki 4th, and Ricky Rudd, Ernie Irvin, Derek Cope, Kyle Petty, Martin, and Bobby Hill in 10th. Jimmy Horton driving for the injured Darrell Waltrip 13th, Davey Allison, Michael Waltrip, Richard Petty, and Rusty Wallace well back in the pack. Darrell Waltrip doesn't plan to remain a Winston Cup spectator for long. The Franklin racer totally committed to rehabilitating his broken right leg.
Doing therapy every day, about 3 hours a day, working the bad leg, but also working the rest of my body, and I'm really gaining strength, just a lot better shape than I was before the accident, actually.
Good news, and DW targeting September 23rd at Martinsville as a possible return date. Now, the finish of the LPGA Championship had Beth holding her breath. Beth Daniel scorched the Bethesda Country Club and then played a waiting game. Daniel, wielding a hot putter on the front, the birdie on 2, fuels her dash up the leaderboard. A 5-under par 66 and -4 total gives Beth the lead. But her only contender, Rosie Jones, still out on the course. Jones needs the birdie on 18 and the long-distance try in range, but a thorny ending for Rosie. Daniel notches her first major title. Gary Player won ugly at the Senior British Open. Player, Arnold Palmer, and Dean Beeman resembling Curly, Larry, and Moe in monsoon conditions at Turnberry. This definitely not a day at the beach for Arnold Palmer. Arnie making a late charge out of the bunker on 14 and a near birdie, but he fades into a 4th-place tie. Player gives up 5 shots in the final 6 holes, including this 3-putt double bogey 6 to finish at even par, but the numbers get worse. 3rd-round leader Beeman staggers in with an 81, and his try to save par on 18 doesn't save him. Player beats Beeman by 1 stroke. Appropriately, a guy named Chip won the Buick Open. Chip Beck put together an early string of birdies to make up an 8-shot deficit on Hale Irwin. Beck, despite the birdie miss on 18, finishes at 7 under 65 and -16 for the tournament. Irwin's putter missing that old magic. The U.S. Open champ gets nada on the eagle try on 15. Hale falls one shot short. Ditto for Fuzzy Zeller and this guy, Mike Donald, despite a superior blast out of the sand on 16. So Beck breaks the bank. Nice hug from his wife.
Oh, that's sweet. I'm thinking that the wind would actually help my golf game. It'd go more than 10
blows
feet.
It back in your face and all over the course.
Was it closer to the hole?
Thanks, Mark. And just ahead, making the most of a lazy summer day like today.
Sometimes it's fun just being in the great out of doors.
We can read in the Bible of his birth in a stable, his youth in Galilee, his ministry, trial, and death. Then, of his glorious resurrection and ascension. But is nothing more written of him? Consider for a moment the glorious possibility that there is more written. Did he not speak to his disciples in the Holy Land of other sheep that would hear his voice? What of their record? The Book of Mormon, another testament of Jesus Christ, contains the account of his appearance in ancient America following his resurrection. A copy of this sacred record can be yours. It's a free gift when you call 1-800-458-8090. You have the Bible, but do you have the other testament of Jesus Christ? Call now, 1-800-458-8090.
It starts with itch and irritation, and then hemorrhoid flare-up. To relieve that painful burning on contact, get Tux medicated pads. Soothing, cooling Tux pads from Park Davis.
When I think of all the mosquitoes and gnats and chiggers, I'm sure glad there's Caladril, because only Caladril contains Benadryl, the most recommended topical antihistamine for itch. Caladril can help stop almost any itch. Poison ivy or poison oak, no-see-ums, those little things that get you.
Finally, tonight we're going to leave you with an old-fashioned way to enjoy summertime.
News Channel 5's photographer Bart Volpentesta caught a glimpse of some fun things happening today around Radnor Lake. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Get down and dirty with tough stains. Call the professionals at AmeriClean. We offer everything from steam cleaning and deodorization to upholstery restoration and carpet repair. AmeriClean provides professional draper cleaning to make your view beautiful inside and out, plus upholstery cleaning to keep you sitting pretty. And if daily wear and tear has turned your dream carpet into a nightmare, we can repair it or install a new one. House cleaning is a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. Why not do it right with the professionals at AmeriClean? 333-6161.
When I think of all the mosquitoes and gnats and chiggers, I'm sure glad there's Caladril, because only Caladril contains Benadryl, the most recommended topical antihistamine for itch. Caladril can help stop almost any itch. Poison ivy or poison oak, no-see-ums, those little things that get you.
Allergies itch, make your nose run, make you miserable. You need Signatab Allergy Formula for frequent sufferers. It works for 12 full hours to help stop the itching, the sneezing. Signatab Allergy helps stop it all.
I'm Roy Hobbs. Join me for the Morning Report, weekdays at 6:30.
The following program is a full commercial program paid for by Mellinger Company.